Hello, Stitchers. Welcome to a very special episode of the Stitch Please podcast. I'm your host, Lisa Woolfork, a fourth-generation sewing enthusiast based in Charlottesville, Virginia. Today, we are celebrating Blacker Friday. We are getting ready to head into that shopping season. That's Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday. As you prepare to think about things you might want to buy for sewing, we wanted to direct your attention to Black women who are involved in the sewing industry and producing amazing projects, products, and resources for us to all use. So I've invited them to come and introduce themselves and their work. So stay tuned to listen to some creative people, their projects, and learn about their products. You can also tune into the show notes, which has links to everyone who is listed here. Thank you and stay tuned. Our first contribution comes from the world of quilting with Carol Lyles Shaw, a quilt maker and quilt pattern designer. In 2020, Carol would be part of the Aurifil Designer of the Month team, hosted by Pat Sloan and Aurifil Threads. Let's see what Carol has to say.
Hi, my name is Carol Lyles Shaw. I am a modern quilter, a quilt pattern designer, and a book author. I love sharing my passion for modern quilting by teaching quilting workshops for guilds and shops all over the U.S. Quilters who attend my workshops rave about my exciting content, my supportive and fun teaching style, and well-designed patterns. My goal is to introduce traditional and contemporary quilters to modern quilting in a low-stress, liberating environment. I co-founded and served as the first president of the Sarasota Modern Quilt Guild in Sarasota, Florida. And many of my quilts have been exhibited in museums and quilt shows in the U.S. and internationally. You can find more information about my patterns, my workshops, and my books on my website. And that is carollylesshaw.com. Thanks, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. And of course, happy modern quilting. Bye-bye.
African print fabrics are very popular for sewing and quilt making. We are fortunate to have several businesses who specialize in African print fabrics. And here are two of them now: Wax, Prints, Laces, and More, and House of Mami Water. Here they are talking about their work. Stay tuned.
Hi there, my name is Serwa Owusu. I'm originally from Ghana, West Africa, and my business is Wax Prints, Laces, and More. I specialize in anything African. African fabrics from Ghana. I do have African print fans. I have ready-to-wear outfits. I really do love my business, and I'm just passionate about it. If you want anything unique, if it's African print, please check me out. Wax Prints, Laces, and More. .store is my website. Again, it's Wax Prints, Laces, and More. .store. I'm on Instagram at Wax Prints, Laces, and More. Thank you. Bye-bye.
This is CJ from houseofmommywater.com, and many moons ago, I was in the middle of wedding planning, and I was so frustrated that I couldn't find the types of Ankara that I was seeing on Pinterest, on Instagram, in the movies, and in the magazines. And it was at that time I decided to launch a company that would pretty much be like a candy land of Ankara, a place that you would come and you would want virtually everything that you saw. And so House of Mami Water was born, and today we carry a wide array of the most beautiful and bold fabrics, everything from your traditional wax prints to upholstery, chiffon, swimwear, etc. What makes us different is that we sandwich this beautiful assortment of fabrics between exceptional, consistent customer service and, lightning fast, everyday shipping. My goal is really to inspire you. If you come to the website, I want you to see a fabric so beautiful that if you don't know how to sew, you go get a Groupon to learn, or you find someone that can. because at the end of the day, I want the fabric to be an excuse for you to share your fierceness and your gifts with the world. So on this Blacker Friday, please take a moment out of your day and visit us at houseofmommywater.com.
I hope you enjoyed learning about those 2 fabric shops as much as I did. Please remember to check the show notes that have direct links to their website so you can support them directly during the upcoming shopping season. Our next guest has a beautiful way to make your sewing easier. When I first started sewing, we used scissors for apparel and rotary cutters for quilt making. But thanks to our next guest, I have been using my rotary cutter for apparel a lot more than I used to. And that's because I can use a tiny rotary cutter and cut my patterns with pattern weights and not have to pin. I do not like pinning. I think pinning is dangerous. I get poked with pins quite a lot. And so having pattern weights makes it makes cutting out the pattern much easier with scissors and especially with a rotary cutter. So let's hear what Bianca has to say about her product.
I am Bianca Springer, owner of Thanks, I Made Them, So Can You. I create laser cut and etched sewing pattern weights. The marble, wood, and felt weights are embellished in a range of designs and can be customized with designs and images of your choosing. My pattern weights reduce the tedium involved in pattern cutting. When used in conjunction with a rotary cutter and mat, you can greatly increase your sewing efficiency. Look for promotions and sales in my Etsy store this holiday season.
For Black women, finding fabrics called nude can be a challenge. Fortunately, Natasha Clute has risen to this challenge to create a variety of beautiful colors for Black women to use in sewing projects for carnival costumes, dancewear, and lingerie that provide the illusion of matching our skin color perfectly. You can find out more about Natasha's work in episode 7 of the Stitch Please podcast, but let's hear what she has to say now. Stay tuned.
Hello, I'm Natasha Clute, owner, seamstress, and designer of the brand Tosh. When I'm not sewing, I am custom dyeing skin tone fabric. After much research, I found that there were few options on the market for what is considered flesh-colored, skin tone, or nude mesh. Unsuccessful attempts to find anything resulted in the exploration of custom dyeing skin tone shades myself. 2 years of meticulous work later, Tosh is the only brand supplying the world with over 75 skin tone shades with tasty names and redefining the term nude. We offer 4 stretch mesh fabric varieties exclusively. As the brand expands, the plan is to add more fabric mediums to our collection. Even if nude mesh is not currently on your radar, it's definitely worth checking out the range of color we offer. Visit our website at tosh.com, that's ta-osh.com, or find us on Facebook and Instagram, keyword Tosh.
Custom knit fabrics are an increasingly popular way for sewists to make garments that really speak to them. We are fortunate to have 2 such custom fabric businesses featured on this program today. The first is Quinora Renee, Finer Fabrics by Quinora, and you can learn more about Quinora's business in episode 3 of the Stitch Please podcast. That episode is called Centering Blackness in Fabric Design. We are also joined by Fabric for the Culture, who also will be telling her story about her business, so please stay tuned.
Hey, this is Quinora Irvin of Finer Fabrics by Quinora. I'm a custom fabric business owner where I specialize in providing fabric textile representative of Black people, our community, and our culture. Our designs, which range from little Black girls enjoying spa day activities to our educational Juneteenth and breastfeeding designs to even our stretch African inspired print, they all aim to provide quality fabrication designed to embody and celebrate us. So check us out on Facebook. You can find me at Finer Fabrics by Quinora. And you can also check us out on Instagram at finerfabrics_by_Quinora. Feel free to check out our current designs and all the designs we have coming up in 2020.
My name is Tiffany Simmons, and I am the owner of Fabric for the Culture. I started Fabric for the Culture as a way to celebrate us. I design fabrics that feature all the things that make Black culture great: family, food, entertainment, faith, humor, and love. As a creative person who sews and crafts, I noticed that there are not a lot of fabrics on the market that feature Black people in a thoughtful way. I decided to use my art to come up with a range of fabrics that reflect the Black experience in a fun and meaningful way. My designs are lighthearted and adaptable for a variety of uses, from apparel to home decor. You can find out more about my designs at my Etsy shop, fabricfortheculture.etsy.com, and you can check me out on my social media, Fabric for the Culture on Facebook and at Fabric4 the Culture on Instagram.
Our last contribution for Blacker Friday comes from Lisa Shepard Stewart. A graduate of FIT, Lisa has been operating her business Cultured Expressions since 1999. I also think this is a wonderful way to close out this program in a type of a circle. If you recall, Carol Lyle Shaw started us off talking about her quilt making, quilt teaching, and pattern designs and book writing. Carol will be doing a workshop at Lisa's shop, Cultured Expressions in Rahway, New Jersey, in May of 2020. So I just wanted to think about the full circle of these women working together, and that both of them, I have to give a shout out, that both of them have been very diligent supporters of Black Women Stitch. And I am grateful for both of them and for everybody for sharing their work with us today on the program. So here's what Lisa has to say.
Hey creative people, this is Lisa from Cultured Expressions. Our studio is located at 1417 Main Street in Rahway, New Jersey, where you'll find Ankara prints, West African batiks, Bogolan, also known as mudcloth, Kuba and novelty fabrics, plus pre-cuts for the quilters, beads and brass embellishments, and lots of creative inspiration. We also offer classes, special events, and private parties. You can shop us online at culturedexpressions.com, or even better, schedule a virtual visit and shop the studio by video phone call. For information, please give us a call at 866-MUDCLOTH, that's 866-683-2568. Thanks to Lisa for this great platform known as the Stitch Please podcast, and we wish you all a very happy and creative holiday season. See you soon.
I'd like to close this episode of Blacker Friday with two announcements. The first is from and on behalf of our soul sister, Naomi P. Johnson, who is working hard to organize DC Frock Tales. This is a celebration of sewing and making for the DC metro area. It will take place on Friday, February 1st, 2020. Tickets go on sale December 1st, that's in just a few days, and they are limited to about 110. The early bird price starts on December 1st, though I have a feeling they might sell out. I am already excited about coming. I have already decided in my mind what I'm going to wear. I might buy some fabric to make this thing, But I'm very much looking forward to DC Frock Tales, February 1st, 2020. This is an event, if you are in the DC metro area, you do not want to miss. So please check the show notes where you will find a link to the DC Frock Tales website so you can secure a ticket. Our second announcement is about a new way you are able to support Black Women Stitch. Again, we appreciate you supporting Black Women Stitch by downloading the podcast, by subscribing, by listening to the podcast, and we thank you very much for doing that. Thank you for telling friends about it. But we have a couple of opportunities that we think you might really enjoy. The first one is a giveaway. We have a giveaway coming up with Oliso, where we are giving away a Oliso mini project iron. I'm really excited about that. If you listen to the podcast, you know how much I love irons. I don't like ironing. I like pressing, but I do like irons. So I'm very excited to try this project iron, and we will be talking about the project iron as well as the Oliso full-size iron in an episode of the podcast coming up in 2 weeks for the holiday gift giving guide. The final announcement and the opportunity to support the podcast and the Black Women Stitch project I wanted to mention was that we have a pin, a PIN. Yes, thanks to our Black Women Stitch sister, Katrina the Maker, we have enamel pins that say Black Women Stitch. They have the logo. It's an enamel pin of our logo. It's so cute. It's about 2 inches across and 1.5 inch tall. It has the Black woman sitting at the sewing machine with a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter. She has her natural, cute little afro. It's just so adorable. I really like it. I actually have one on my coat, and I have one pinned to my sewing machine apron. These are the kind of pins I can really get behind because they're decorative and they're really adorable. We are selling the pins for $15 and free shipping throughout the United States. So if you want to give someone a cute little thing or to show your support for the project, please buy a pin. They will be available for sale on a site that I'm currently setting up. Hopefully I will have it set up in time for this episode. But if not, I will be able to include them on my Instagram page, where you'll be able to click the photo and you can go directly to the page where you could buy 1 or 10, whatever you like. And shipping, again, is free throughout the U.S. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think that the pins are really adorable. So that's just something else that you might do if you wanted to support the project. $15, free shipping throughout the U.S. Thank you again for tuning into this special episode of Blacker Friday of the Stitch Please podcast. Remember, you can find us on the socials, on Facebook and on Instagram. And on Instagram every Thursday, we do an IG live chat at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come through there and we'll help you get your stitch together.